This new BMW changes colors and smiles at you. BMW.
Hey, eyes up here. We're focusing on the tech, not the aesthetics of the car, all right? All right.
Is BMW's new concept. It's the Concept iVision D. Basically, this is a car that exists with its own technology. It has an e-ink covering all over the vehicle, so you can change its colors to anything you want. You can set up an avatar to greet you when you walk up to the window, and you can even make...
It does kind of have that pastel look for the colors that are being shown. I'm pretty sure it will develop further to get more darker darks, but this is how it is now. It's still pretty cool.
Behind me, we have what the future of EVs could be like with Samsung displays. Check this out. Here we have a 34-inch screen, which Samsung calls an OLED UT, which stands for ultra thin. This screen can either be flat or curved. And what you're seeing on the screen, this is powered by the Unreal Engine. Look at those graphics. You've got music controls, and speaking of controls, in the center console, you have controls that can uncurve this screen.
Hey, shout out to Unreal Engine. Yeah, we still use that daily. Well, not daily, more like, well, use it enough, all right? We're not too rusty. And just to prove it, where the beat go? Good morning, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Coffee Chronicles. I am your host, JVP. Man, check this out. If this is your first time on Coffee Chronicles, I want to let you know there were just a couple of random dudes who like to talk about random stuff that interests us because, trust, we love sharing information. Alright, so just a heads up, yeah, we're still active in the industry and we're still using the software, Unreal Engine, Blender, etc., etc. So even though we're not sharing our stuff here, we're still making hotness in the industry, all right? Don't get it twisted. But yeah, back to business. So I wanted to focus on CES, some of the stuff that was there. I didn't get a chance to go, but a couple guys on my team did, and just want to go over some of the stuff that I found to be quite intriguing, if you will. Shall we?
This is what the future looks like. Well, maybe. This is a company called Shiftall that's showing off its newest VR products, and you might be wondering what the heck this thing is. Right.
All right, hear them out. I promised myself this year that I would hear out all the weird tech, even the ones that is kind of suspect. All right, let's hear them out. Let's see what they got. Let's see it.
This might just be the strangest tech gadget of 2023 so far. And no, it's not a gag, at least in the conventional sense. It's
Wait, hold up. Why is that wet though? It's like someone was already using it before they... Alright, whatever. Alright, doesn't matter. Shut up and listen.
called the MuTalk, and it's a voice-suppressing Bluetooth microphone. Essentially, it muffles your voice, so you can yell and scream while playing your favorite game without disrupting everyone around you in real life. It also prevents so-called information leakage if what you're saying is meant to be confidential. At the same time, it prevents ambient sound around the user from interfering with the sound of their voice.
Right. All right. So, okay. I get the business point. I'm not saying that if you buy this, that you're not going to be shamed, because I will personally shame you. Specifically, kink shaming. That's what's going to happen, respectfully. So when you buy this, we're going to be watching you, and everybody will know what's up. This is one of those transitional technologies, and we'll look back on this and laugh when we're further ahead. All this junk on your face just feels so disconnected from the human experience. So that's why it feels like a transitional piece, because imagine using Neuralink and having that be able to send off information and also receive information into your head. That will get rid of all this like that. So save us, please. This is scary stuff we're walking into now.
Where is the nearest coffee shop?
¿Estás aquí por ti mismo?
Whoa, bro has really good posture. Yes, that's how bad it is in the States. That stands out here for some reason.
That's easy.
Alright, so excuse my ignorance, but this looks like a more polished Google Glass. The only difference is that the rail is now ready to receive it. But yeah, it's cool. I'm all for it, man. I know there was a company somewhere that was working on a prototype of having contact lenses do the same thing. When I find it, I'll bring it up and we'll talk about it.
This is a smart projector from Hisense, and what is unique about this is that it fixes one of the biggest pain points about projectors, is that when it's not looking at it head on, it auto corrects and gives you the perfect image no matter which direction.
Watch this. Look at this, whole panel starts blinking. So this whole panel could be your indicator light in future. 22 different panels light up. Now around the back, look at this color. Oh, don't you love this? Beautiful. This VW badge is going to glow. You see this? So cool. This car is actually going into production exactly how it looks. The VW ID7 all-electric sedan coming out this year.
CES is for displaying technology, not car stuff. So don't look at the application. No, but then she said that S-Tile is going to come out, so we can judge it. So that means that I can hate and it's okay, right? Oh, I'm so conflicted right now. See, I'm one of those designers that where I have to see the product in its actual environment so that I can judge it right, because otherwise I'm just gonna hate it or judge it in a way that it's not meant to be judged, and I don't want to be that kind of guy. But for this car, I will. God damn. See, first of all, they should be having the lights actually go with the form language of the car. So the fact that they just have it being like someone sneezed graffiti over it, or actually more like confetti, right? Yeah, like they sneeze confetti over it. I felt like they could have handled this better. That's all I'm saying, all right? Hey, I promise you, I'm trying not to be cynical, all right? I'm not always like this, so can I say no comment? Yeah, no comment.
This is the Stillness Infinity tub, and just look how beautiful it is. It's got this wooden moat where the water recirculates back into the tub, and acrylic sides where the fog rolls right over. Here's the real kicker though, it costs 17K.
Did you say 17 G's? Wow. Okay. Okay. Hey, looks cool. All right.
To me, the very most interesting part of the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas is not the big flashy stuff in the center of the floor. It's when you come here to the edge of each enormous auditorium in which this thing is held, and you can see the Chinese manufacturers and their little tiny booths here to show off what they can make. And it is incredible what they can make, right? You look at, you know, these little companies that you would never have heard of. Here's Dongguan Geku Acoustics. Here's Shenzhen Winten Technology over here. Each of these companies is a factory somewhere in China, Shenzhen, a lot of them, offering to make you whatever you want to make. And the truth is, the stuff that's made in the center, the stuff that's in the center of the auditorium, the big fancy stuff, is all made by these companies who have these little modest booths at the edge of the auditorium. One interesting thing though right now is that there is in fact 2/3 fewer Chinese exhibitors than there were last year and in years past. And that's in part because of COVID, and it's also in part because the organizers here are actively encouraging people not to use Chinese suppliers anymore, but everybody does. But it's interesting because as a result, you're seeing Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese manufacturers here. There's even a section of India companies, Indian manufacturers offering their services. But yeah, I think the real action of this show has always really been the connection between American companies and all of these Chinese manufacturers who make up the literal edge of the show.
I say men love women. But even more than that, men love cars.